This is music, and this is a stack of third cheap records. Welcome to another haul video. In this video, I'm going to show you a haul I picked up from Vinyl.eu back in April. It's a relatively big seller on Discogs, at least by Danish standards, and uh, every now and then, a couple of times a year, they have insane sales. And back in April, they had a sale called April Bonanza. So I decided to pick up some records, some of which are, records I would not normally pick up, but since they were so reduced in price that it made sense for me to buy them, I did. So first, I'm going to show you a couple of, like a handful of records that I don't think anyone who watches this channel is interested in. I think apart from maybe Thomas from the Merciful Metal channel, I decided to pick up some city pop records. So city pop, here you have an El Coquen record. So city pop is an 80s genre of pop music that was quite popular in Japan. It's kind of seen a revival. There's a lot of young people that enjoy listening to city pop and they enjoy the 80s nostalgia that it evokes in them, although most of them, if not all of them, were not even around in the 80s. I was around in the 80s and I did not grow up listening to city pop, but I grew up listening to a lot of music, just mainstream music on the radio that's kind of similar to city pop. So I'm not like a fan of individual city pop artists, so I have kind of like a garage geek approach. The cover has to be kind of appealing and kind of evoke something, and this cover is awesome, I think. You kind of see Nell Coquin here, kind of like in the mist almost. It does look like it's perhaps um, Sakura season anyhow. I don't know, like it seems to be in the evening or something like that. Um, and that's one thing about city pop. To me, it captures all the good things about 80s pop that I liked back then. The smoothness, the a little bit of the sappiness, but the smoothness that's borrowed from smooth jazz, funky bass lines, catchy vocal melodies, the sort of very characteristic 80s style of keyboard playing and all that good stuff. Um, and it also evokes kind of like the vibes associated with warm summer nights in the city. So yeah, I picked this one up. Now this is a rental record, so the insert is actually taped to the back. Uh, so you can see the insert. There is the obi here, and the insert looks like this. So you have no cocaine looking a bit puzzled. I don't know, or maybe bored. I have no idea. Maybe chill. Um, but yeah, so some kind of city pop stuff. Here we have this one, Kona Weather, um, another city pop record. So this is more like a beach vibe. Like cold beer, hanging out on the beach. Actually, stuff I don't like doing myself, to be honest. But again, it kind of evokes these vibes of, warm, chill summer nights. And I have, when I was younger, spent a lot of warm summer nights hanging out with my friends, listening to music, never getting into trouble. Uh, Summer Holiday, another um, city pop one. This one is by Kaoru Sudo. It's called Summer Holiday. This one is kind of weird because it's in the original shrink wrap, but then they taped the insert, which is pretty cool actually. Uh, it has these kind of like small models of this diner. So it actually looks kind of cool, but they just taped that to the shrink wrap here. Pretty strange choice. But Yeah, again, just chill music for me to listen to, kind of like have it on in the background. Um, Here's another one, Hard Wash. Again, you have this kind of like almost urban, suburban landscape here with some palm trees and stuff. Um, so there you go. We have more city pop for the masses. This one here, Keiko uh, Maruyama. I think she's passed away, but I'm not sure. Miss Lonely. And it does have a little bit of the city scape here, also behind the hype, or not hype sticker, behind the OB strip here. Uh, don't know what she's doing in the back, but again, just some tasty, straight up chill pop music with strong city pop vibes. And the last one here, Each Time by Eiichi uh, Otaki. Again, cityscape, looks like a warm summer day. So there you go. And yeah, this one here is also kind of unusual for me, I guess. This is Charlie Henson, Irene. But it's a Danish, it's a single. I picked it up because it has one of those early Danish rap songs that are not necessarily hip hop music, but rap vocals. This one is called Fængselsrap, which means prison rap. So that's interesting. Uh, and this one is another kind of nostalgia thing. This is the Caramba album. Uh, it's interesting. You have like the lyrics on the back here. So this one was very big when I was a kid, and there was one song that was really, really big, and that's this one here, and that's why I bought it. It's called Happa Happa Zoot Zoot, and they sing that. Um, so there you go. Now some rock music. Don't worry, don't worry. Got you covered there too. Well, first, kind of like some straight up 80s rock. Dan Reed Network Slam. Uh, it does have some hard rocking parts, but I wouldn't characterize it as a straight up hard rock album. There's some kind of groovy and funk rock parts too. Some, like I said, straight up 80s rock, but also some quite hard hitting hard rock songs. This one was very, very cheap. I have to say they all were, but this one was very, very cheap. Uh, then there were three by Genesis. Uh, as some of you know, I'm a big fan of progressive rock and, of course, early Genesis. That's not progressive rock. I don't know what it is. And I got this one really dirt cheap too because there is a bit of a seam split here, but I can fix that. So I did a pretty good deal there. Here you have Hellcats, some heavier, more hard rocking stuff. Gold stamp promo, as you can see right there. A lot of these were very cheap because, I mean, the jackets are not in perfect condition and some of them are kind of dirty, but uh, I think if I clean them, they should be more than playable. Here you have Last Safe Place by Leroux. Some, again, classic rock with hard rock elements. So that's going to be interesting. Somebody paid 10 Danish kroner for this actually in Soundstation a long time ago. And that's a record store where I still buy a lot of records. So that's kind of fun. Actually, back then you could buy 20 records for 100 Danish kroner. That's a steal. Today it would be insane. But back then it was a steal. Here again, some more just straight up hard rock. Liar. And it's called Set the World on Fire. Cause why not? So there you go. Some hard rock. And up last, Rock and Roll Machine by hard rock legends Triumph. So there you go. Looks like this on the back. So there you go. A bunch of city pop records and some really cheap hard rock and classic rock records too. So there you go. Thanks for watching.